Today in American history, former First Lady Lucy Hayes was born on August 28, 1831, and her favorite dessert was a traditional white cake. So I made a white cake in the kitchen today, and it is truly delicious. I love white cake, and it's the only recipe that I ever use when making this delicious and wonderful dessert. You can find Lucy Hayes' original historic recipe and also the traditional white cake recipe that I use today at thehistoricalhomemaker.com. In a medium bowl, add in cake flour. When a recipe requires the use of cake flour, I always use Pillsbury Softest Silk cake flour. It's truly the best. A little bit of salt, baking powder, and baking soda. Use a handheld whisk to mix the ingredients together really well. In a separate bowl, beat the butter until it's smooth and creamy. Will take about 1 minute. Add granulated sugar to the softened butter. Beat the butter and the sugar for 2 minutes on high speed until it's nice and creamy. Add in the egg whites. Beat on high speed until everything is well combined. Add in the sour cream and vanilla extract. Mix together until the sour cream and the vanilla extract are well blended into your other ingredients. Add the flour mixture to the wet ingredients. With the mixer on low speed, mix together the wet and the dry ingredients. Add in the milk. I've poured the batter evenly in 2 9-inch cake pans, and I've lined the cake pans with parchment paper and greased them really well. I'm going to place the cake in a preheated oven of 350 degrees and bake for 24 to 25 minutes until done. The cakes are removed from the oven and they are perfectly done and they look delicious and golden brown. I'm going to keep the cakes in the cake pans for about 20 minutes until they're cool a little bit, and then I'm going to remove to let them cool completely before I frost them. Once the cakes were cooled after a few hours, it was time to frost the cake. And I made my delicious homemade cream cheese frosting and decorated this wonderful cake. And of course I put sprinkles on the top because I just love sprinkles on a cake. And I'm going to slice into it and eat a piece. Yummy. And it's now time to enjoy a slice of cake. I don't know what your preference is for cake, but my personal preference is a traditional white cake with cream cheese icing, of course with sprinkles too. Anyway, this is truly just the best cake recipe that I've ever used. It's light and fluffy and airy, and it's truly amazing. And you can find the recipe at thehistoricalhomemaker.com.